Hello, magical people. Welcome back to another Daily Astro Show. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we are on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. As always, Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to get into our daily astrology horoscope for today, Friday, October 11th, which is a really big deal because we are going to be having Pluto go direct today. Thank God. Okay, it is a little bit scary, but thank God. Shout out to all my fellow Scorpios out there because, yeah, we're ready for Pluto to go retrograde. So we'll get into that. We'll get into the horoscope for today, also going into this weekend. And before we get into it, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available over at consultations.beyondmystic.net. The link is in the description box of this video. And also want to mention our beautiful Carla over at Ascension Organites has these amazing new tarot card natural candles. I'm obsessed with these. These are so freaking cool in different tarot cards available at ascensionorganites.com. And you can go use discount code Beyond Mystic, all in one word, to get 10% off. Seeing a lot of you guys in the comments. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Linda. A lot of you guys, Tracy. Everybody's saying you're feeling Pluto going direct. I am also feeling the shift. So Pluto is going to be moving direct at around, let me get the exact time here, 8:31 p.m. Eastern time. Pluto moves direct. Thank goodness. I'm so happy about this. I'm a Scorpio sun. For those of you who may not hear, I mention a lot. I'm a Scorpio, but Scorpios are ruled by Pluto. So I am so happy. It's been weird for the Scorpios in particular, for a lot of us, but the Scorpios in particular, a lot of things coming back from our past with Pluto retrograde. So nice that we've got Pluto moving direct from October 11th at 8:31 p.m. Eastern until November 19th. Pluto will be direct in Capricorn and then moves into Aquarius. So I'm going to show you guys in the chart. There's a bunch of different things going on as we go into this weekend, showing that, okay, there's already been so much that is getting revealed in the collective, with Pluto at the end of Capricorn, even when he's retrograde. But look, exactly right now as I'm filming, Pluto is exactly conjunct the moon at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So this can feel like an intense moment. This can feel like an intense day, but there is a sense of relief. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel a sense of relief. Like, let's get this over with. Okay, there's already been so much revealed, but this is going to be even more so for the collective around our governments, our politicians, our structures and systems of life, what no longer serves us anymore. And I'm intuitively getting the sense as we go into this weekend, like I'm seeing a Band-Aid being ripped off. Interesting. So I think as we go into this weekend with Pluto going direct into Capricorn, moon ingressing into Aquarius, we've also got a yod, a sacred chart pattern that's very, very rare between Neptune and Uranus, who are in sextile with each other and both in trine to Mercury. This is what we call a yod. Sorry, in semi-square, to Mercury. This is what we call a yod. And this is a very sacred aspect where Neptune and Uranus are pointing towards Neptune. And what is Neptune all about? Information, the news, lamestream media, the alternative media, social media. Something big is going to get revealed this weekend. And on Sunday, Mercury ingresses into Scorpio. So we're entering, as we get into Sunday, the last decan, which is the last 10 degrees of Libra, Sun in Libra season, with this yod to Mercury, with Pluto having just gone direct. something really big coming out. And I know that sounds very general for me to say, but it's having to do with government, it's having to do with politics, and it might be something quite shocking with Uranus as a part of that yod. Jenny says, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the weather manipulation that's revealed. Yeah, that's really big time getting revealed at this moment. And it's interesting that we're seeing some mainstream people even bring that up. Joe Biden brought that up in one of his fake telecasts that he did the other day. I don't know if you guys saw that. He brought up, and Marjorie Taylor Greene says we're manipulating the weather. Come on. It's like, okay, if you're bringing that up, there's so many other things you could be bringing up. If you're bringing that up, you guys obviously are, right? So a lot more normie people hearing that for the first time. Ekar Gairam says, LOL Meg, lots of things about our past you say. Right on, as always. You are. I usually listen to classical music when working out today. Daddy Cool came out of my speakers, one of my first records. Very cool. I love that song. Yeah, things from the past. And we're still in that frequency a bit because even though Pluto's moving direct this evening, Eastern time, we've still got Neptune, Uranus, Granddaddy Saturn, Jupiter, and the asteroid Chiron, 5 heavenly bodies, all retrograde. So there's things still that can be coming up from the past, but Pluto is helping us move into the future, and Pluto's like going to rip the Band-Aid off from now until November 19th of the really heavy duty things that we're ready to hear. Hermiller, that or more Diddy? Yes, more Diddy. And I actually just saw something, I forgot to bring up the link, that I just saw on Telegram, May of 2025, supposedly as of right now, May of 2025 is when the trial of P. Diddy is going to publicly start and be videotape shared with the world. So that was actually one of my predictions that I made before the whole P. Diddy thing came out. I did a eclipse season workshop for the fall eclipses. It's at the beginning of September. And I said, we're going to see one of the biggest court trials be televised over this next year with this new moon solar eclipse in Libra, conjunct Black Moon Lilith, which can be sex scandals. So maybe it'll even happen sooner than May, but as of right now, the date that I just saw, May 2025, is that when that is going to start and be shared with the world. So interesting. Jenny, Meg, have you ever taken a look at Diddy's chart? It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I have taken a look, and it's something that I do want to make a video about sometime soon. So guys, stay tuned for that. Also, as we head into this weekend, we do have Sun square Mars. Okay, so that's actually going to be exact on Monday, October 14th. But we are feeling it strong as we go into Saturday, as we go into Sunday. So it is an adverse aspect, Sun in square to Mars. We can be feeling frustrated. We can be feeling impatient. I've had that today. We're already in the energy of the Sun square Mars. So let me know in the comments if any of you guys are having that. I had a little bit of a hissy fit out of nowhere earlier today. Don't take things personally from people that Mars is at fall position in Cancer. So we're all just feeling kind of collectively on edge. We can be a little bit more moodier than usual, a little bit more irritated than usual. And that is heightened with the Sun in square to Mars. Leos, Scorpios, and Aries will be feeling that the most intensely. Also the Libras in the Capricorns, because it's their planetary rulers and those planets in those signs. So, a good thing is we can be feeling pressure or irritation of maybe some things that we haven't taken care of properly. We can be feeling, that we want to move forward in certain ways wherever we have the transit Sun or transit Mars in our charts, but there can be a little bit of challenge going on with that too. So, but squares and oppositions, yes, they can be adverse. Yes, they can bring challenges, but they push us to up level, right? So maybe check out where you have around 20 degrees of Cancer in your personal astrology chart. that's where Mars is right now, because that's an area that is important for you to be paying attention to, that you might be trying to resist, but this Sun square Mars is asking for you to pay attention to it, okay? Jerry says, I agree, rip it off. Yes, totally, totally agree. Okay, anything else I want to share? Yeah, already said Sunday, Mercury enters Scorpio, and then is it going to be next week? Let me do a double check here. Next Sunday, no, not next Sunday. The week after next week, we start Scorpio season. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself as a Scorpio, and I love spooky season, but we'll be present with the Libra season. Okay, we're enjoying the Libra season, all about our relationships and our commitments and the beauties of life and nature. Okay, but it is already feeling a little bit spooky, ooky as we go into this weekend with Pluto going direct, Mercury entering Scorpio, and not just in the collective, but in our personal lives as well, especially when Mercury ingresses into Scorpio. Things being revealed in our personal lives, in our own consciousness, in our psyche about ourselves. I keep hearing things from the past again. So, you know what? Let's pull some cards for as we go into this weekend with our current astrological transits. I'm going to pull from the medicine cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the medicine cards. What is our guidance for our highest good universe as we enter this weekend with these current astrological transits? We can be feeling a little, not just irritated or tired, or irritated or frustrated, but also tired with the Sun square Mars. So physical movement can be a good remedy. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So we've got armadillo. I don't think I've ever pulled that one before. Frog and squirrel. Wow. So armadillo, I actually don't know a whole lot about the armadillo. So let me bring that up really quick in the medicine cards book. I know what frog is about. I know what squirrel is about. Armadillo, boundaries. Armor all my boundaries. Teach me my shields. Reflect all the hurt so I will not yield. Armadillo wears its armor on its back, its medicine a part of its body, its boundaries of safety are a part of its total being. Armadillo can roll into a ball and never be penetrated by its enemies. Okay, so there's a message coming through of boundaries, having them strong as we go into this weekend. Frog also has to do with protection and magic and abundance. So this is a magical weekend as things are being revealed, okay? But there is something that, you know, and I've been feeling it really strong this week, is like the tiredness of being in this kind of spiritual war. And we can become vulnerable when we're tired. It's important to really be taking care of ourselves at this time, and boundaries, right? And something as simple as, Spirit wants me to give this silly example of, let's say you had a dinner scheduled with a friend that you haven't seen in a really long time. And even though you may be excited to see them, you're just feeling tired. You're like, you know what? To be in my boundaries, I'm just not feeling this. Like, let's put this off another day or week. Honor yourself. Okay. Even if it's going to make people a little bit upset with that Sun square Mars, honor yourself. Okay. Because when we don't honor our boundaries and our own personal protection, we can literally get sick or feel even worse. We're already very tired. I'm seeing a lot of you guys saying that in the comments, right? So do what's best for you. And the squirrel, prepare yourself. Squirrel is all about preparation. So, you know, we've been in this Pluto and Capricorn since September 1st. It's now direct. Guys, you have heard me say it so much. Be prepared for anything right now, okay? And yes, I'm a crazy prepper Scorpio with my Mars in exact trine to Pluto. Okay. So when I start talking about the prepping or I start talking about having your shit together, being prepared for anything, sometimes people say, oh, you're being so negative. Focus on the highest timeline. Okay. Yes, I am doing that, as many of us are already doing that. Are you prepared? Okay. We're less than a month away from the election that's supposed to happen November 5th. A lot of really intense things going on. Are you prepared for possible craziness of this next month, of Pluto within a Capricorn? And, the squirrel prepares a lot, even more than they may need. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with being prepared and then nothing happens, right? What we just saw with Hurricane Milton, right? And I'm not in Florida, you guys, so please forgive me because I haven't seen the situation from the ground level. I'm sure there has been devastation from Milton, totally, because it was a category 3 that did hit and make landfall, but it was supposed to be a category 5. Then it didn't happen, right? It was like, it's better to be prepared. Squirrel says it's better to be prepared and maybe make that intense decision of, okay, we're going to evacuate, or okay, I'm going to go do this intense preparation thing. It's better to do it than to not do it. Right? It is better to do it than to not do it. And so what? You have extra food, you have extra water, and then what? You can still eat it, right? So that's what the squirrel is saying. Be prepared. Be prepared. Okay, so that's a little bit of an intense way for me to end it. But before I finish up, I also want to mention we've got the Red October sale over at beyondmystic.net on the Insider Access Pass, 50% off until October 15th. So you can go check that out. And also, my astrology sister Astrid and I are about to go live on Beyond Mystic and Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, and X channels for our monthly show that we do called Astro Deep Dive. So we're going to be going live at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff: the upcoming full moon in Aries, Pluto going direct, Jupiter retrograde, the Middle East. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things. So come and join us in just over an hour on the Beyond Mystic or Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, or X channels. I love you guys so, so much, and have an absolutely magical weekend. See you soon for the Astro Deep Dive show. Bye, everybody. Mwah. Bye.